on top because Onic, they're a team that will take #1.
You're right. Back to the drafts. Remember when we were talking about mid lane prio?
Yep.
I like that you mentioned it, right? Because this is a very quick rotation mid lane, very fast clear as well, and that's something that is needed if they want to try and shut Pi down in the EXP lane.
Yeah, mid control is really, really good with the mobility that the Matilda provides as well. But I'm really concerned looking at Alter Ego's draft and the way that they're handling the bans right now. They don't have an XP laner per se because they have 2 flex picks, but they're already banning 2 XP laners. So it's only further pushing that agenda where they already, it feels like they already have an XP laner. We just don't know who it is. Is it, no, it's not Baratz or Ruby. So they take away the Lapu as well. Now it just makes sense. So they take the Ruby first pick as a flex. They deny that Ruby from Onic. They ban the Yuzong and the Terizla, and Onic already banned the Exborg. Now they pick up the Lapu. Now we're only seeing Paquito, Benedetta. Those are the other 2 XP laners that we have seen in XP, but we haven't seen on Boots in a long time.
Which is why I think the Lapu pickup, right? Because so far this season, Boots has only picked up the Yuzong and the Lapu. Yuzong got banned by Alter Ego. They pick up the Lapu, forcing the CC pick and Claude, like you mentioned, for that gold lane.
Let's see here the composition. Yeah, we're gonna see a debut for Boots on that CC, so I don't know what to expect with this Claude. I feel like CW knows the in and outs. I feel like Onic, they're gonna bank on their gold laner in this game.
Yeah, the Lilia could be a solid choice to go for Alter Ego as well, to hold that mid lane, but if they really want to go for neutral objective control, do they want to go for Nana? I think, again, for the mid lane, it is safer to go for the Lilia. But if they really want to go crazy in these team fights, use that Molina, they could use that Nana to provide even more CC. They're going to be stacked with CC. Baratz, Ruby, Lapu already. And they go for Odette, none of the above! The pocket pick, beware of the pocket picks! This Onic comp that wants to dive against the Odette.
This is exactly what Alter Ego was warning us in their interview yesterday when they won. They were like, you know what? When we're talking about Aldo, just be careful, stay on your toes, because you never know what you're going to expect. And here it is, Odette, the first time it's being picked up in MPL. No other team has picked it up yet. And of course, it has to be Aldo.
It has to be Alter Ego.
Him.
Yesterday it was Savior, today we got Odette.
They were hovering over the Odette against Bigatron, by the way, but they didn't pick it. So I thought it was like, all right, they're just trying to scam us, the people who were watching at home. Turns out, no, it was foreshadowing. And Odette here is pretty good, honestly. When you think about neutral objective contest and the way that Onic wants to play this, they want to actually dive. So if you dive to that Swan Song, you're going to be the one punished. And they have an appeal for the Odette to actually Swan Song without getting bursted.
Does the Swan Song not get cancelled when the Matilda goes in with her flying?
It does, but he can just hold it. If Matilda uses the circling eagle, that's it. That's the only CC that can really get to the back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. O'Day's debut. We'll see how it fares here as we enter this best-of-3 series between Alter Ego and Onic in the Royal Rumble.
An interesting start for Onic. Kyrie still on that impure rage. We've seen a variety of different emblems and talents for Fredrin. We saw the QC. We saw the impure rage so far only by Kyrie. And so far has been working for him. He gets a little bit more healing with his 0 mana cost kit.
There's a lot of purifies as well from the side of Onic. They're respecting the potential that Alter Ego can go for. Earlier on here, you can see a little bit of the items.
From the items, really, we don't see that much in the early stage. It's still very, very standard. We're not seeing any cheese from the Odette. There's no double roamer or anti-roamer boots starting. But honestly, I just want to talk about Nino's build here. He's actually opted to go straight into that mallet instead of going for any mobility. An interesting start, but this is the start you would expect from a bully gold laner. You want to get the boots and then sell it before the 13th second, and then you just go for full damage first. The emblems doesn't really show us that he wants to dominate this lane hard, though. It just seems like he wants to get out of this laning phase as fast as possible. It's just the tenacity normal. We saw a very aggressive build from a Bruno yesterday. It was Master Assassin, and it actually worked out quite well.
Now 2 minutes in, you can already see that Alter Ego have opted to go for a slight rotation towards the top side. The neutral objective is going to spawn very, very soon, but both teams seems like they want to try and clear this mid side as fast as they can.
And on that note, by the way, the thrill for both Taz and Kai, I just realized earlier, we only saw it was for Gugun, the thrill, in week 1. Now, almost all junglers are going for thrill for more base damage to contest neutral objectives.
Wow, what an inspiration, right, from the rookie himself. Let's see the setup, the first turtle setup. Rossi now trying to somehow soak in the damage, but Taz early. Daytona's welcome, but Taz with a good retribution finds the turtle kill as well. Boots taken down, Taz quite low. Kyrie with the Razor's Wrath misses it as Right secures the kill. Alter Ego, they're here for business. Oh, in the bottom side of the map as well. No, with the flicker, Nino though. That was a miscalculation, and CW finds the capitalization.
That was so close. That was a little too close for comfort, but CW and his mechanics come out on top. What engage were we supposed to expect there?
Well, the engage that is very expected is Taz jumping in with Deathless Welcome, and I think Onic, they expected that to happen. They were already ready, well, Sans was already ready to catch him with the Nether Realm, and that they did, but Taz timed his burst together with the team so well, so they used the Nether Realm against Onic. Onic used the Nether Realm, but when you lose that HP, you are silenced for quite a bit and immobilized. They use that timing to be able to CC Kyrie, to find the retry, and then take the fight with the Swan Song. It's all about Krite waiting, the patience on this guy to hold out before the Nether Realm. But in the bottom lane, super impressive, by the way, from CW. The only way you win out in that kind of skirmish is if he has won the poke against Bruno early on. Because in an all-out fight like that, it should be Nino every time.
Well, let's see. Circling Eagle Force. Here's Keyboy trying to find an escape route. He did. An Alter Ego with that setup will not find anything.
And again, right, the underlining, the highlight onto Krite, this player, this new player in Alter Ego, and he's performing out of his mind once again. Like you mentioned, discipline, timing, those are things that are very difficult to master in the moment, especially when things get as chaotic as that. But here it is, Alter Ego on the back of everyone's performance here with a 1K gold lead against Onic. However, this is not uncommon. A lot of teams have led in gold and in kills against Onic. But in terms of objectives, I'm wondering if Alter Ego can stay consistent and utilize this win properly, as both of these teams are now once again circling on this neutral objective. Can Alter Ego do the same thing that they did before again?
Let's see, Alter Ego won it the first time round. Daytona's welcome on towards Kyrie. Let's see, Pi jumping in as well. Another round popped early. Keyboy falling first as well as Taz this time. Kyrie falls as well. Alter Ego, they look for more. They want more as Sans. Quite isolated in a 3v1 situation. Right, figures out of the way with the pull as well. But Sans, before dying, he will take down Krite.
Still, should be worth it for Alter Ego. They were able to win out that resource battle. Now, for Onic, they haven't lost everything yet. They still have CW in that bottom lane. But as we said, despite that first kill, he needs to win in poke to win this matchup.
Oh, good. I'm offended. Purify pops as well. Keyboy will back him up. Oh, with the guiding wind, will force Rossi to use the flicker. No casualties, though, but the bottom tier turret is very low.
Nino on this Bruno. Really, this is what... Oh, Blazing Duet.
Blazing Duet forced Nino to use the flicker and take a look at the turtle pit. It seems like both teams are hovering the turtle lane as well. Now CW and Keyboy, they're trying to double team the Bruno. It seems like, nope, nothing secures it just yet. Now Boots, now they're caught in a 3v1. Daytona's welcome from Taz. Take a look at Boots trying to soak in the damage. He will not survive though, as well as Sans. Nether Realm Force, and the damage will come through as Sans will be taken out as well as Pi takes the unstoppable Keyboy. Oh, desperate play here it seems like, but no, Keyboy will survive.
Wow, all of these members from Onic, they're falling down one by one. Keyboy, Kyrie still trying to look for a steal perhaps, but they're outnumbered at this point. It looks like Taz is going to be able to take this next neutral objective uncontested, and that's 2-0 against Onic.
And that's where you can actually see as well why Boots took inspiration in that battle spell choice decision from Flapteezy, right? Flapteezy is one of the first members, XP lane CC players, to actually go for the Purify on CC. It's a question mark usually, but up against the composition of Alter Ego, who per se has more burst, has more lockdown than actual DPS, the Vengeance would not be as valuable as the Purify. You can see even with the Purify, he was still locked down earlier. He didn't have it on cooldown. That's just how much CC they have on CC, technically. And for the most part here, in the gold lane, this is the thing about Bruno. He's a good strong side, you can play for him, but he's an amazing weak side too. He has a better mid game than the Claude. He has better laning than the Claude, despite CW outskilling Nino in that 1v1. He is going to scale better into this mid game, and he is, despite the death, ahead of Nino.
Pi amidst the brave spider there.
Yeah.
It seems like now it will not come to fruition. 3,000 gold lead though, Alter Ego. At this point, they can do whatever they want.
Can they though?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but like I said before, we've seen Onic in this position over and over against multiple teams. I think in their game against RQ yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I have really hazy memories, so please don't fault me for this. But I recall that they had a gold lead over Onic, but Onic still, what?
Now you see him, now you don't. CW buried 6 feet under from that setup.
To answer your question,
Just like that.
yeah, they had the gold lead RRQ, but they only had Skylar to really deal damage. Alter Ego have everyone.
You're right, and now they're marching down here in the mid side. Keyboy's going in though.
Oh, the burst damage though, what the heck? Now they're sieging the mid lane turret. Sans now caught in a nasty situation at their own force as well. Alter Ego, they're keeping on maintaining pressure. Good stun, but it seems like the damage will not be enough as Boots taken down. Now let's see Alter Ego as they go for more as Keyboy will not survive as well. Alter Ego takes another trade.
That's a 2 for 0, Miracle. This is a 5,000 gold lead now, previously 3K. As we're taking a look at the hand cam, what went wrong for Onic?
Well, Alter Ego are keeping that aggression. A lot of teams in the mid-game, when they have a gold lead against Onic, they get scared. They start to hesitate. They don't know what to do after they get a lead. Alter Ego are calm. They are cold right now, and it doesn't matter who's on the other side. It could be Onic, it could be any other team. They're just going to do their thing. Aggression, keeping that in the keys to victory was one of the ways that you need to stay stable in to be able to beat Onic, and that's exactly what they're doing. They are not letting Onic breathe. You would expect, with the way they were playing, with the way that they were sustaining, that they were the ones with the Mathilda on their team. It's actually Onic with the Mathilda, and you can see it is full utility and defense that Onic has to rely on right now, except for CW. For the most part, we have a blade armor very early being built up by Kyrie to withstand the crit damage of the Bruno. We have an NOD first item, a very rare sight to see from Sans, as he usually just goes for either going on or damage. And also, the photo rushed in. Rossi already with the Radiant armor, too. So, even Sans is going to have a lot of trouble dealing damage.
Let's see again, Alter Ego, you're right. They're maintaining the aggression. Inner mid will fall. And one by one, turret objective from the side of Onic will be taken out.
It's insane. Just one concealed play. They didn't have to do anything with it. Was able to zone Onic away. This is definitely not a sight that we see too often from our defending champions. As that Lord is already munching down in that bottom side. Rossi!
Oh, Flicker, my friend, and catching Kyrie now with the guiding win. It will help Kyrie to survive. Base turret passive in the mid lane. It will be triggered, as well as the bottom side of the map. Now let's see Alter Ego, good knockup, but it seems like the damage will not be there. But oh my goodness, right. This last Miko death will find its mark.
That was a passive kill, right?
The passive and the lethal ignition working together to slay Keyboy. No circling eagle, no sustain for Onic right now.
See again, they're sieging 5v4 with CW forced to retreat. Now they will definitely find a baser in the mid. They're looking to grab more in the bottom side of the map, but it seems like now Onic, they will have to concede the base turret in the bottom side of the map.
All right, 10 minutes has elapsed. I thought that they could end it there and go for the fastest game in MPL ID Season 13 history, but they choose to stay disciplined. Amongst the aggression, they're still keeping objective, and that's exactly what Alter Ego needs to do. Here, was that a steal?
Yeah, Pi stole it from Nino. Stole it from his own teammate. Little smirk from Seru. That's the usual from him.
You'd expect that from Alter Ego.
You'd expect that from Seru.
Yeah, all right.
Golden Staff, though, already third item for CW picked up. It's a power spike for him, but unfortunately for CW and for Onic, the Wind of Nature is also already built. So now technically, he wants to try to play front to back until maybe CC baits out that Wind of Nature. Once that happens, then we can really see them try to come back. But even then, I don't even think Onic can dive if Onic dive, there's a detonus welcome waiting. There's a swan song waiting. There's too many countermeasures to everything that Onic have built around their composition. Even Boots, if he wants to jump in with the CC, he has the Purify. He can get out of detonus welcome, but I don't think he can get out of the damage. That's something that you have with the Vengeance usually. Unfortunately, due to Alter Ego's comp, it's not really his fault that he went for Purify or Vengeance. Alter Ego, they are not just outclassing them in-game, but this draft is just immaculate.
There it is. A free Lord once again for Alter Ego. It looks like Onic were able to get that turret in the top side, but other than that, there's nothing much that they can do. So at this point, with Onic being so far behind now, this is a 9k gold lead, by the way, against Onic, 311 in kills, the objectives mostly secured by Alter Ego. I'm even not sure if Onic can even take their own buff here. I think it should go into the hands of Taz. What are you supposed to do if you were Onic? How do you take this game back into your hands? Do you wait for a mistake? Is there a certain way that you can approach the team fights?
The only way is if you look for a mistake. I really don't see a way. I mean, the way to do it is pick off, find a mistake. That's a mistake. Rossi with an I'm offended. I don't think that's going to be a costly one.
See here, potentially the final push of this game. Alter Ego, they look to clear the top side as the Lord now marches in towards the base. High, looking for an opening with the bravest spider flicker as well. Kyrie stunned up, but in the backside is Alter Ego trying to stabilize first. Now Sans pops in Nether Realm, but it seems like Alter Ego will lose High, but good pull by Rossi as Kyrie will be the trade, and Alter Ego, let's see, will they maintain this push as the mid side now trying to crash in. Onic, they're trying to hold the mid to not enter the base, but it seems like now, for now, Onic, they will survive.
Skiboy with the circling eagle as well. Gonna be able to help the defense for just a moment. But look at this, Alter Ego. They're still going for it. They're still going for the offense here.
Yep, Rossi has the I'm offended, pops it. Sans will be taken down. Swan Song Pride will not find its mark just yet now. Trying to survive though. Keyboy jumps in, finds Taz as Alter Ego. They will back off as Keyboy taken down.
Are they backing off though?
I think so. They should.
Nino, Rossi.
Nino and Rossi, I don't think they have enough firepower to end the game just yet. But boy, oh boy, what a game we got here.
Extremely well played. They turtled in their base. That's the only thing they could do, and they waited for a mistake. Alter Ego, their mistake was not really a mistake either. It was just a battle of execution, to be fair, around the objective. And for Pai, he was trying to create space for the team, for Nino to hit that base. Unfortunately, he was not successful at it because Keyboy keeps on getting these 3-man, 4-man knockups with the circling eagle. That Enchanted Talisman definitely has helped them sustain with more mana regeneration and obviously more cooldown. Because I think in the span of that team fight, he ulted twice, which is, again, something that definitely helped them to defend. Knowing, again, the composition from Alter Ego, though, it's going to be very hard to melt down these frontliners. And for Nino, he has already picked up the Melfic Roar. So even in the battle of pure front to back, even now in the 15-minute, it's still too hard for Onic to contest against it.
Let's take a look at this game fact by Gopay, though. This is Odette's debut in MPL Indonesia since its initial release on September 29, 2017. So it's not just Odette's debut in Season 13, it's Odette's debut ever.
I wasn't even born that year.
Yeah, right. Okay, you're not Miracle.
Yeah, I'm not hey! Anyways, though, Krite, or Vector, I should say, with a very, very... Oh, I'm offended.
That's an opening that if they want to engage, Lord, though, will be comfortably secured by Taz. Onic, they will not oblige on a fight. CW, though, is trying to tease Taz as they will focus on towards the defense.
Yeah, back to the point earlier before Glowing Wand for Krite, and now Holy Crystal. So I was about to say, he's actually opting for more of a DPS burn type of build, but now with the Holy Crystal, he kind of has both already. So never mind, they're just too ahead. They can do whatever they want in builds too. Rossi.
Yep. Can the Onic defend this time around? Alter Ego, full power. Keyboard jumps in, taunted. Rossi, but the Swan Song Pride! He got ice in his veins as Alter Ego. They will move onwards now. Pride will be taken up at the base. Will be the main focus as Alter Ego. They will strike first in the series.
What a beautiful game number 1 for Alter Ego. Tarnishing Onic's untouched game rate so far this season.
They legit just did the keys to victory to perfection. What was the keys to victory? play Onyx game, match up. If Onic want to go for a weak side CW, sure, they can take it. Alterego did this against BTR too. They were like, whatever BTR wants to play, whatever they want to utilize, whether it's their strong side goal, their strong side XP, their neutral objective control, as long as you match it and put in more aggression with better execution and obviously a better draft. Holy moly, it's very rare that we see Onic get out-drafted, but that Odette pick was the cherry on top. Something in Onyx K2V as well. Beware of the pocket picks. But